produce what we've been looking for.
Let me just mention that you'd have seen that Asamoah Gyan didn't come here alone. He's with Samuel Enimadu. And for those who know the inside out of football within the country, you know that he has been associated with Colts football for many, many years from the Kaneshi Complex Colts Under 12 League. He's also a key member of the Ghana Football Association, curator of the Baby Jet Under 16 African Championship, which is also produced its own, list of players who have excelled. And he won the GFA Exco elections and became an executive council between 2019 and 2023. We've spoken about pipeline and the need for collaboration.
Well, Coach, you have done well. We all know how difficult it is to handle these young kids. You came into the tournament, you have played, and now you are playing the finals. My sons, your coach has showed you everything. He has given you the tidbits, the tactical play. On the pitch is you. After the game, nobody should blame the coach, because the coach will not come on the pitch to show you how to give a long pass. That one, you have it already. Well done, well done. You started somewhere, but today you are going to play in the final. You better show me what TV. You better show me what TV so. Yeah, and then our time, you are not our chance, no. You see the way you are looking nice. You are wearing football shoes. Our time, we'll put on bandage and we'll go and play. But nothing stops us from winning. That's why myself and Asamoah, we are here as champions. Most has come through this tournament. Milo has given them the platform. They have shown themselves. Today they are playing the Premier League. They are playing elsewhere. Some of them are playing the Black Stars. If we have made it, you too, you can make it. Today you have the chance. You have all the chances. We were playing on gravels. If I show you my toes, you run away. But we were playing on gravels. But today you have AstroTurfs. You have a SIPON that you are coming to exhibit your talent. Go out there. I can see the focus is there. That's why I'm not talking about the focus. I'm not talking about discipline. Because since we started this, the 7th edition, I have never seen any distraction. Then that means that from Milo, the organizers, the coaches, and you, the players, you comport yourself well. Go out there, do your best. Greater Accra. I wish you the best of luck. Hello? Uh-huh.
First of all, I would like to thank the coach. All of you have to thank the coach for guiding you to the final. When I went there, I told them they should beat you guys. When I went there, I told them to beat you. I told them when I come here, I'm also going to tell you guys to beat them. As you can see, all of you know Asamoah Gyan. You know Stephen Appiah. You know Ishawaku. All of us are from Milo. We all played in this Milo tournament in the various places. So if you are ready to play football, make sure you dedicate yourself. Make sure you are ready. Because you are from the grassroots. This is just the beginning. You are going to the final. Anything can happen in the final. Nobody should be distracted. Nobody should worry about anything. Just exhibit your talents. Show to the people you can play football. We want to produce the Stephen Appiahs and the Asamoah Gyans and all the players in the Black Stars. That is the main reason why we are here. Milo wants to help you. Milo wants to help you guys. I know you are preparing for the final. Yes. I don't want to distract you, but make sure you are more focused. If you want to play football, Just dedicate yourself. Listen to your coach from here. Listen to your coach. And all of you have to be one, because teamwork wins. If you are together, you go places. You are not going to play together forever. That is why Milo is giving you the exposure. Your parents are watching. They'll be proud of you. Today is life. Who you are from? I say, hey, man, who me saying? Oh, send them here skills, no. How I did the skills and everything. We are all going to watch you. You get mentors here. You get people who will support you. So I won't waste much of your time. Just stay focused. As I told them, go and win. I also told them they should win. In the final, we are going to pick just one winner. So if you play second, take it as good faith. Make sure you work on yourself, and then in the future we will meet in the future. That is what we are looking at. That is why Milo is building you guys. I wish you good luck, and I'll see you guys. We take pictures later. Charlie.
Nestle Ghana.
We are building champions with Nestle Milo. Here at the Esipon Stadium, we are minutes away from the big kickoff. Is Eastern Region versus Greater Accra Region, a first ever final for Greater Accra Region. Can they win a first ever trophy for the Greater Accra Region, or would Eastern Region do another one over everyone else? The atmosphere is charged. I have been impressed with the turnout, with the energy. The fans here at Second Accra, they are something else.
I think it's been a very great atmosphere here at the Second Accra. The very first 2 days, I think the atmosphere here was a bit slow. It was down, but then yesterday, today, it's been impressive, and I think we would have to commend Milo. They've actually put in a lot of energy to make sure these fans turn out here in their numbers, and it's been a very terrific atmosphere here, Sammy.
I'm sure people here at Second Accra, they have missed a football occasion like this, especially in this partially restored stadium.
Yeah, the last time we saw something, massive here like this was the original games that was played here. But then prior to that, the region and then the Esipon Sports Stadium hadn't seen anything as magnificent as this, for a very long time. And so if you have the stadium, which you so much miss hosting football games, and then you witnessing them, open it up for free. You just have to show up here and then watch those games to enjoy them.
Football is back here at the Esipon Stadium on a grand scale, on a national scale. 16 teams down to 2. We are counting down. We can't wait. And if you want a glimpse into Ghana's football future, to see the next generation of players who will go into our junior national teams, our juvenile teams, and make it all the way to our national teams, you have to be here. And if you are not here, then you are live on TV3. If you are watching us across the entire country, witness history.
All right, so the assets. And also, Mr. Jacob Odoi, National Sales Manager. From Lucky Bazaar Company Limited, Mrs. Papita Cerebral. She is the MD. And also from the Kande Company Limited, Mr. Joseph Akumenin, the operations manager. And from Ghana Education Service, Mr. Michael Into Aya, Director, Physical Education and Sports Ghana Education Service, Mr. Prince Ousu Ansa, who is Mampo Municipal Director of Education, and also from the ministry, we are inviting Mr. Richard to be part of the team to help us do the iconic kickoff and the inspection. Mr. Kwesi Dabo, the regional sales manager, please join us. Mr. Stephen Kweku Ousu from the Ministry of Education, please. Let's have them.
Just join us, we're live on TV. We are here at the Stadium in the final of the Milo Champions League, Milo Building Champions League.
Okay, so let's
We have
welcome
a full house. We have students from across the
our
country.
two finalists
You can see them having fun.
from the
As we present
Ekoko Salvation Army Primary
the two teams that have
Eastern Region and Kwabena Atomic NA Primary from the Greater Accra Region. All right, let's give it up to them. Let's give it up to them. Yes, this is Milo U13 Champions League 2026. And our two finalists from Greater Accra and Eastern Region. Of course, we have our dignitaries as well to help us do the inspection and the iconic kickoff as well.
You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong.
Mr. Stephen Ousu from the ministry, from the sports ministry. Mr. Prince Ousu Ansa. Also, let's welcome our prominent men and women to help you the inspection and the kickoff as well.
So I can stand on mountains.
Mr. Stephen from the Ministry of Education.
To walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. Raise me up
continue. After that, we will have the national anthem. Down and oh my soul so weary when troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and waiting. All right, so we are going to be on our feet for the national anthem. Please, let's all be on our feet for the Ghana national anthem. Please, let's all be on our feet for the national anthem. Can we have some silence here, please? The vuvuzelas. Can we have some silence here, please? Now, let's have the national anthem. So we are going to have the kickoff. Baby Geta Samuel Jan and the MD will have the kickoff for us. As Samuel will pass the ball to the MD, and the MD will kick off for us. This is a ceremonial kickoff. Of course, as Samuel Jan will pass the ball to the MD, and the MD will do that kickoff for us. After that, the captains will exchange the pennants, and then the game will flow. All right, so Asamoah and Stevie are going to pass. There we go. We have the ceremonial kickoff by the MD, and we are on.
We are live from the Esipon Stadium here in Sekendita Takrady in the western region of Ghana, and we are ready for kickoff of the finals of the 2026 edition of the Milo Champions League, featuring the team from the Eastern Region, Salvation Army School from Nkoko, and Kwabenya MA Primary School from the Greater Accra region of Ghana. These are the final teams left standing as the 16 teams started doing battle in this competition. It's come down to these two teams, and it's come down to an opportunity to make history for themselves. For the Greater Accra region, an opportunity for a first ever win in this competition for that particular region. I don't know how you're feeling, but I'm excited and looking forward to good football this afternoon. So let's just briefly look at the lineup of Nkoko Salvation Army Primary School. They will be the team in green. In goal post, they have Agbozo Kane, who is yet to concede in this competition. He's kept a clean sheet in 5 games, and that's astonishing. The captain of the side is Daku Gerald, who is in number 6. The players to watch, they usually like to line up with 3 players in front in pretty much a 4-3-3 formation. So you should be looking out for some of the key players that they have. Kamal Hassan, who has 4 assists already. James Tewia, who has an astonishing 7 goals in the competition. And Derek Boateng, it's a very familiar name. He's got 1 goal for Salvation Army from Nkoko.
Brilliant player for Nkoko Salvation. He's not the only exceptional player for them. Like you mentioned, James Tewia, who has also, scored 7 goals, being a very brilliant player for them. One another player that a lot of people are really not keeping an eyes on, but then he's also been an amazing for Nkoko Salvation. He's wearing the jersey number 11, William Mensah. He's been a very quality player for the team right from Wednesday up until today. Let's just hope that these 3 players would combine their powers together like Captain Planet and then just give Nkoko Salvation the win.
Well, the referees would walk us through the preliminary formalities which will determine which side the teams will play from, and then also who would kick us off here today. Now you can see that these are not the usual referees you see, because these ones are extremely young. They are from the Ghana Football Association's Catch Them Young program. I like to call them the baby referees.
Takwa Senior High School, Derek Tete. He is a final year student reading general arts. Of course, this particular moment is a great opportunity for him to showcase his talent and then everything he's actually learned from the refereeing course of the refereeing school, just to make a good name for himself. He's not the only one. Of course, there's a line 1, line 2. They are all students from GSTS and then Swansea Technical School, all reading general arts. And so it's going to be a very general art affair today in the final match today.
Kudos to the Ghana Football Association for this Catch Them Young program. Today, not only are we showcasing Ghana's greatest talents at under 13 level, plucked from across the country and assembled here at the Esipon Stadium here in the Western region, but we are also showcasing the finest of talent in refereeing.
Alex Branch. If you want to be like a Clement Dupin, if you want to be like Salom Yaubless, this is the opportunity for you to showcase to us that you can be the next Salom Yaubless.
You would have in Nkoko Salvation Army Primary School wearing the green, so they'll be playing from the left to the right on your screens, and then their counterparts from the Greater Accra region who are here to make history. Kwabenya MA Primary School 5 will be playing in white from the right to the left in a 20,000 capacity stadium, the stuff of dreams.
This is the moment for them. If you're a young footballer watching this particular game, it should serve as a motivation to you. It should serve as a big inspiration to you. Game underway, Sammy.
School from the Greater Accra region, Atomic MA5 Primary School, who will get us off underway. And the intention is quite clear. Right from the off, Mensah Samuel pulling the strings for them. And they, had the first chance, Mensah Samuel, but it was a tame shot and it's an easy one for the goalkeeper.
Age, and then this very game, this very time of the game, you would expect them to be a bit jittery. You would expect the pressure to get to them. Now there's an opportunity for Nkoko Salvation to... Okay. Wow. Brilliantly cleared by the defender. Another opportunity. He sends in a drive. Can that be a goal? Of course not.
Well, strangely, Osika Richard, the goalkeeper for Kwabenya MA5, is slipping. You know, he slipped twice. The first time he came out, and then the second time, and almost yielded up a goal to Nkoko. But it seems ultimately that Nkoko couldn't take advantage of this chance.
Well, perhaps it is going to be even the difficult game he has actually played in. And so if he's playing in a stadium like this, if he's playing in situations like this, you would expect him to be a bit jittery, to be a bit worried. The pressure is going to be getting to him, but then I expect the technical team, together with his players on the field, to calm him down.
Early days yet, but you can see the nerves from these finals. Each team has had an opportunity to attack. Samuel Mensah, number 11 for Kwabenya, having the first opportunity. He was through on goal. He had the goalkeeper at his mercy. His shot was not strong enough. Neither did it have the direction to beat the goalkeeper. And almost right from taking possession of the ball, Nkoko almost scored when Osika Richard, the goalkeeper, first slipped, and then again in his recovery slipped. With an open goal, there was nobody available to take advantage and to score for them. Both teams have had very grueling matches throughout. The incredible thing about Nkoko is how they have gone through the entire tournament. 5 games without conceding a single goal.
At the heart of your defense, it means you're going to be having someone you can rely on in difficult opportunities and then in difficult times.
Well, Derek Boateng showing what he's capable of with his driving runs for midfield for Nkoko, but they've turned over the ball to Kwabenya at the moment. The pitch is a bit uneven and bumpy, and that's affecting the quality of the ball control, but I'm sure having played on this pitch and then the secondary pitch that was used for the other games, the teams will settle quickly enough. With the Japan, Sam Senior with a throw-in. Here's a good chance for Kwabenya. Oh, and what a clearance.
Brilliant clearance.
Goal line clearance from Nkoko to deny Kwabenya what was a certain opening goal.
Brilliant opportunity from Salvation. Brilliant opportunity from Kwabenya to big MA, getting the ball past the goalkeeper. And that wonderful clearance from that defender was stupendous. I think if he's able to keep his composure, if he were able to keep his composure, this would have been the opener. But then that clearance was very brilliant.
Well, for the follow-up corner kick, Nkoko have the ball. They will definitely clear their lines. Well, they are dilly-dallying a bit, but eventually they have the ball and they start moving the ball. And the ball is turned over to the team from Greater Accra region, Kwabenya. It's an intense affair in the midfield. You can see that that's where the concentration of talent is and where the concentration of activity is. We've played just about 4 minutes and we've had 3 clear-cut goal-scoring chances.
It tells you the mindset of the two teams, especially from the technical bench. Everybody would want to attack, and then exploit the weakness of their opponents. Now, these two teams just didn't make it to the finals on the silver platter. They had to work for it. And so once they are here, we just want to make our intentions known by just creating those opportunities and then getting our names on the score sheet. And that is what these boys would want to do.
Well, Kwabenya had the ball and they were surging into the Nkoko area, but the ball was taken over by Nkoko, who are trying to patiently find their way into the Kwabenya area. It's end-to-end stuff in these early stages. Very neat defending there from the Kwabenya team. It's a throw-in though to Nkoko Salvation Army Primary School. Tupa Felix, the right back, with that throw-in, it is headed away. And so far, none of the teams have been able to stamp their authority over this game. It goes one end and then it comes. And yet again, possession will be yielded. So what we haven't seen is consistent possession. But here comes Nkoko
offside
with Felix Pepra. He was in on goal, but he was flagged for offside.
I would have seen how he was going to take that particular ball, because he was right in front of goal. He was just, left with the goalkeeper to beat, and then referee had to flag him for offside. But then, like you said, I think we haven't seen any of the two teams exhibit authority and then dominance over the game yet. It tells you that the strength is equal. It tells you that the strength is actually measured. The two teams are all being careful. They're trying to be cautious. trying to just keep the balls to themselves and then perhaps either catch you on the counter, especially from Nkoko Salvation. That is what they are trying to do, not to keep the balls too much. 1-2 passes, catch the opponents on the counter, and then rely on the brilliance and then the strength of the attacker just to keep them up front.
Well, good to see that Peter Dai of Kwabenya MA Primary School is okay. If you are just joining us, we've done about 6 minutes of play. We are live from the Isipon Stadium in the western region of Ghana in the 7th edition of the Milo Champions League. The final is between the best teams undoubtedly in this competition. The team in green is Nkoko Salvation Army Primary School. They are the ones who are pro-bidden at the moment. The team in white is Kwabenya MA Primary School. And, you know, it's interesting. If you're just joining us, there have been 3 clear-cut scoring chances that none of the teams was able to take advantage of. But right now, there's a team from Nkoko who have a free kick. Felix Tepahi is the guy in the 2 shirts. He decides to go direct rather than supply the ammunition to his colleagues to take advantage of.
Wasted opportunity. He could have actually fluffed the ball into the 18-yard box for either his attackers or the defenders to just battle it out. Sometimes some of these balls can actually find themselves in loose situations, and then your striker can just pounce on them. Easy peasy goal for you. But then he decided to just go for glory, and then the ball goes out.
Emmanuel Asufrani with a big boot from the back. Here comes Kwabenya. They are good on the ball when they get going. Kwabenya, Samuel Mensah, one of their danger men. And he passes the ball to his captain. They are trying to find their way through the defense that is yet to concede in this tournament. And I'm talking about the Nkoko Salvation Army defense. And Nkoko recover the ball and start making surging runs. But this time, Derek Boateng was stopped. And here comes Kwabenya MA. Probing through Hussein Musa, their captain, who lost the ball. But it will be a throw-in for them. And an opportunity for them to recycle the ball and attack the Salvation Army School from the Eastern region one more time.
Yes, like I said, an opportunity for them just to recycle and then attack from that particular fans. But then I am thinking one of the reasons in Nkoko Salvation perhaps might not have considered a goal is that their head coach, Prince Sian, was once upon a time a footballer. He played for Ko United. He played as a defensive midfielder. And so when it comes to shielding the black line and then making sure that you don't concede, that is one particular thing that he did so very well. And if he was managing a team like this, it should be his greatest strength and then his greatest attributes. And we're seeing that from his team.
For 2 players down, one from both teams. And the Red Cross team, which is providing the medical assistant here, have rushed here. The rules, as was explained before the start of this competition, is that if it involves a head injury, you do not even have to wait for the referee to whistle before you come in there. This is not exactly a head injury, but once the referee signaled them, they came onto the pitch to ensure that these youngsters are treated and they recover, and then the potential injuries are prevented for the teams. But it's quite obvious from the early exchanges that there's no quarter is going to be ceded by these teams. They are going on fully.
Like I said, I mean, game of equal strength and then equal team. For the 2 teams to get to the final, Sammy, it tells you that the quality is really matched and then the quality is apart. We are now trying to see the 2 teams try to stretch and then expand the game. An opportunity for Nkoko Salvation.
Nkoko are attacking. Great ball display. But the cross could not be met. It was intended for Felix Pipra, but the ball was a shade higher than his height and he couldn't connect with the ball. And almost immediately, Kwabenya attempt to start an attack. It didn't work out. The ball goes back to Felix Pipra, who is a striker for Salvation Army. He tries one from distance, but it doesn't bother Richard Osiki, who has now settled after his initial nerves.
I get the reason he's been celebrating like Kylian Mbappe whenever he scores, because that particular ball he got.
Well, here they come again in Nkoko.
Knocking on the doors.
Kamal Hassan swung one towards a 6-yard box, but yet again it was a final ball. There was nobody there to connect the ball. It was a chance really begging for somebody to make contact with the ball.
So far that has been their problems. All of the chances they've created in the 10 minutes we've played so far, it has always been that one final person to do the connection, and that has been the problem. If things continue to stay this way, then I'm sure that in the second half the coach would work on it, so there would be that final player to always be doing that connection for them.
A little over 10 minutes played so far The atmosphere here is rambunctious here at the Esipon Stadium. We have students from the Metropolis, dignitaries from the Ghana Education Service, from the Ministry of Education, from Nestle Ghana Limited, who are here watching these boys. Let me remind you that because this is under 13, we are playing 20 minutes for each of the halves, so we are a little over halfway past the halfway stage of the first half. It's Kwabenya MA5 Primary School from the Greater Accra region. They are in the white. And then Salvation Army School from Nkoko. They are in the green. Well, the match pauses a bit because there's a player on the turf writhing in pain.
So I mean, need I talk about referee Derek Tete? If you are Keto Kweku watching this game right now, you should be brimming with a lot of confidence. You should be brimming in a lot of pride. If you're the headmaster...
What impresses you the most about his refereeing today?
Okay, so I think he's had command over the game. Yes, you might want to say these are kids, but then they are playing or they are trying to play like professionals. And so once they are looking for it to becoming professionals, yes, you would have to apply the rules fair and then squarely. He's had command, he's had authority. He's actually, trying to make sure that things are being done in a very, very great way. And I think he's been great so far.
Peter Ada is out for now, so Kwabenya will be playing with 10 against 11 until he is waved back onto the pitch. But they would have to keep their defense tight because Salvation Army is attacking, and it's the guy who has supplied most of the assists, Kamal Hassan, who is pulling the strings for them in the midfield. And they tried to move the ball wide. Tupa Felix had moved all the way, from defense, and he was trying to get into the corner and cross the ball into the middle of the goal area, but that didn't work out. And Kwabenya half the ball again, and they would initiate their attack, but to no effect, because Nkoko are beginning to have an iron grip on the game so far. Kwabenya have had difficulty moving the ball out of their own area.
I was going to go there for the very first time in about 5-6 games. Kwabenya are struggling to just play the usual keepy balls that they play. They are struggling to put 3, 4, 5 passes together, and then it tells you that the opponent is really, really pressing and then doing something great on Kwabenya. If the game stays this way, I wouldn't be surprised to see Nkoko go to the Eastern region with a trophy, because by far they've been the best team.
Well, Kamal Hassan was trying to catch the Kwabenya defense napping with that long ball that he played. He was looking for Felix Pepra, but couldn't get him. Felix is the lone ranger up front, but when they move, because of their wing play, they have their wingers moving high up the field and creating the chances for the attackers to score. The strength of Salvation Army has been the defense, and then how quickly they transition from defense into attack. But here comes Kwabenya for the first time in a few minutes. Here they come with Samuel Mensah. His first touch let him down.
It let him down. His first touch let him down. I was thinking he was going to control the ball swiftly, so he just shielded the defender with his body. But then he's a diminutive figure, and so you wouldn't expect him to have that great strength or on the ball like that. But then it was a good first touch. Not the very best of the first touch from him. But then maybe in the subsequent balls that comes to him, he's going to be doing well.
So here we go. And let me mention that both teams are backed by very strong technical teams. The rules of this competition allows only 2 coaches to be on the bench. Oh, that's an amazing show of skill. It is what we would say in the local parlance that we're Susuno. And he managed to get onto the end of the ball. Again, some very crunchy tackle, but the referee prefers to allow the match to flow, and I don't see any illegality.
He was closer to the scene. He was closer to the scene. He saw how the tackle actually went in, and then he felt it wasn't really a penalty. I agree with him. There was no physical or any direct contact in there. Very good call from the referee. The game is still on. 15 minutes played. It's still 0-0 here at the Second D Sports Stadium.
And so play continues in the midfield action. You would have seen the variety of the way that Nkoko chooses to attack. Sometimes they play their passes down the wing, but then as well, when it is that they are countering, they like to go over the top with their long balls, which are targeted at their striker, Felix Pepra.
Well-coached team, well-drilled team. that is a team that before the finals, every single game that they played, like you mentioned earlier, they were not conceding. They were playing with a lot of ease. Earlier when the game started, you could tell that they were a bit nervous, they were a bit anxious. But then just after the 5th minute, they had to settle down, they had to come into the game quickly. And now they are dominating possession, controlling the game, and then hoping that the control of the game that they've had so far would yield into results and then get them an opener.
5 minutes plus time added on to the end of the first half. And clearly at this stage, it's Nkoko Salvation Army who are in control of the game. And they are attacking Hysteria. They move the ball beautifully. Here's a good chance. But the final ball, the body positioning was all wrong. He was leaning back, but it still wouldn't have counted even if he had found the nets. Felix Pepra has had a sight of goal at least 3. And Kwabena should be worried.
And he's all been wasteful. I think he needs talking to, because in situations like this, what you have to do is to just take control, position yourself very well, and then just get the ball at the back of the twine. 3 opportunities for him. He's all wasted that moment. This is the final. You wouldn't have any other opportunity to come back if you are not being, if you're not converting your chances. Sammy, there isn't going to be another opportunity for you. This is the moment. This is the opportunity.
Prince Yeboah, who is on the ball at the moment, has been terrorizing the left-hand side of the Kwabena defense. But so far, that is yet to result in a goal for Kwabena. And here comes Kwabena on the counter-attack. But the ball is quickly recovered from them. And they in turn dispossess the team from Nkoko, the Salvation Army team. And they initiate their own attack with the Japan Sam Senior. He was trying to find Samuel Mensah. But good interception of the ball by Albert Addy, the centre-back for Salvation Army, and in the process he was fouled, so it's an infringement in favor of Salvation Army from Nkoko.
Yes, it is. It's quite surprising that James Teria, who has been an established name in the tournament so far, is even struggling in this particular tournament. It tells you that it's been a very keenly contested game. But then I am thinking that in the second half, if we're not seeing a goal in the first half, then in the second half the two teams should actually give us a very better performance than we are seeing now. But then if there's going to be a goal, Sammy, I think Nkoko Salvation would be the team to open the scoreline.
It's hot and humid here at Isipon, and so you have to give credit to these young people who are just having a go at each other, hammer and tongs. And it's great to see their show of skill as well, although some, the pitch is very dry and it's making the bounce a bit uneven, but it shows the artistry and mastery of the players that they are still able to control the ball. And so far we've not been short of chances with just about 2 more minutes of play. The team in white is from the Greater Accra region, Kwabena MA5 Primary School. In the last few minutes they have been second best. This is the team in green, Salvation Army Primary School from Nkoko, who have been on top, and they have created the better chances but have been unable to score so far. This is the final of the Milo Champions League, the 7th edition of this iteration of Milo competition. Of course, in the 90s and early 2000s, Milo has been involved in grassroots football at a coach level, at the intercolleges level, and in many other shapes and forms. But in the current form, the Milo Champions League has been running for the last 7 years. Here comes Salvation Army with Prince Yeboah. He was brought down, referee whistles for a free kick. About 10 meters from the 18-yard box. The high temperatures and the high level of activity on the pitch is beginning to show, with some of the players showing sagging shoulders. It just shows you how much energy has been expended.
It's 31 degrees. It's 31 degrees.
Well, it's Hassan Kamal behind the ball. It's a first goal for Salvation Army. They look to the referee. There's no whistle. It's a goal. Salvation Army from Nkoko 1. Kwabena MA Primary School 0.
It was always coming. They've been knocking on the doors of their opponents. They've been creating chances. They've been playing the very finest of footballs. Now the opportunity presented itself. A very good cross, a brilliant connection, and then they are up front. Nkoko Salvation 1, Atomic MA 0.
Jesse number 9.
Kwabena Atomic MA Primary School tried to set the offside trap. They stepped out when the ball was played, but the Salvation Army Primary School attackers managed to beat the offside trap and played to the whistle, more importantly, to score.
That boy who has
in the
always,
last minute of the first
the
half.
same player who has been knocking on the doors, the same player who has been fluffing the chances as the same player who has now gotten his name on the score sheet. It tells you that his confidence is now gradually, getting up. And then it was a very good goal for him.
Well, as
what a
Barak
goal.
said, Felix Pepra has been knocking on the doors and has been in goal-scoring positions throughout the first half. And we were worried about how many chances he was missing. But this time he wasn't going to miss. Kwabena Atomic MA protested because they thought it was offside, but the linesman kept his flag down. It's 1-0. We are in time added on in the first half of this game. It's Eastern Region that leads from that goal scored in the 20th minute of this match by Felix Pepra of Salvation Army Primary School in Koko.
Linesman 1 is a student of the Ghana Secondary Technical School, GSTS, here in the Western Region. He's a general student. He's also a first-year student. Daniel Danfo Godfred. He comes from a refereeing family. I mean, if you're familiar with the name Danfo, sometime in the 2000s, his grandfather was that man. He was refereeing in the Ghana Premier League, and so he's following in the footsteps of his grandfather.
Yes, the fruit doesn't fall too far from the tree. Now here comes Kwabena Atomic MA, trying to even things out before the halftime whistle goes to make things interesting in the second half. But they would not have the opportunity because the referee's whistle has sounded. And the first half finishes Salvation Army Primary School from the Nkoko in the Eastern Region 1, Kwabena Atomic MA Primary School from the Greater Accra Region 0.
Brilliant first half, Sammy. Brilliant first half. We've seen the two teams give us the very best of football. It is the very reason they are the finals. So they've been the standout team in the Milo Under-13 Championship here at the Secondary Sports Stadium. And so if you're having them play here in the finals, it tells you of their quality. Great delivery, great goal from Prosper Felix, now separating the two sides. How is the second half going to be? The two managers would have to respond.
Interestingly, Salvation Army Primary School from Nkoko marched off the pitch. Immediately the final whistle went straight to the dressing room. The players from Kwabena Atomic MA huddled, as you saw on your screen, to encourage each other. There's an interesting first half to come. And Kwabena MA Primary School faced the uphill task of being the first team to breach Nkoko Salvation Army Primary School. They have not conceded any goal in this tournament.
They haven't conceded any goal, and then today, they are just going the same tangents they started the tournaments with. And unfortunately for Kwabena, there was a Herculean task. It looks as if they are falling. It looks as if they're...
So at the end of the first half, it's Nkoko Salvation from the Eastern Region who lead Kwabena Atomic MA Primary School from the Greater Accra Region by 1-0.
Ready for school? Yes! My champs, they use a lot of energy at school. I know because imagine the energy they may have used up to return home this transformed every day.
teams are sitting back. Even the Salvation Army School, who are leading by 1-0, it's quite clear that they are not here to sit back in the second half.
Well, you can even see when, the first half, immediately they came out to warm up, and that's a sign of a team who want to win a trophy. So the first half, they dominated, they played very well, and you can see that they are ready. I hope that Greater Accra will do the same.
We'll see how Kwabenya Atomic School responds. Here they are with a chance. It's cleared by Salvation Army. Oh, there was an opportunity to recycle that ball by Samuel Mensah, but it's been taken away from him. And there's a big booted clearance by Albert Addy of Salvation Army. Salvation Army are leaving nothing to chance. There's a reason why they haven't conceded, and it's because of how resilient and solid their defense has been throughout the tournament. So for Kwabenya Atomic to win today, they have to make history by becoming the first team to score against them today.
Yes, Kwabenya Atomic is playing. I think the way they are playing like individual football. You know, everybody wants to exhibit their skill. They are not playing as a team. You know, but you can see the other side are playing to win. They are playing like a team. You know, so that is the only difference you can see. The other team is playing the individual. They want to depend on their individual brilliance, but the other side is also playing like as a team. They are passing, they are stringing their passes together.
It's a corner kick for Kwabenya Atomic. They went down the left. They've won a corner kick, and I can see them preparing to take that corner kick at this stage. Baby, thank you very much. Stephen, thank you very much. We'll talk to you after the game. May the best team win. The corner kick comes to naught, and here comes Nkoko Salvation Army in the transition, but they ran the ball out of play for a throw in. Well, the referee has put
a stop to the game momentarily because one of the players from Kwabenya Atomic MA Primary School is writhing in pain. And it's Samuel Akosu who is down on the pitch. I'm not sure what exactly happened to him, but he seemed to be in some distress. Thankfully, we have the Red Cross officials who are on top of their game, and they'll make sure he's well treated. Barak, you're welcome back. You heard from the legends during the break. Asamajan believes that Kwabenya Atomic MA Primary School are playing too individualistically, and they would have to play more as a team if they are going to overturn the scoreline in this game. But as for Nkoko Salvation Army, it's quite clear that they are a very solid team, and they are continuing from where they left off. Well, remember, we are playing 20 minutes for each half, and so in this second half we are playing 20 minutes, and Kwabenya Atomic MA do not have too much time really to be able to draw level. They have proven in some of the previous matches that they have the ability to come back, but it's an uphill battle against this team that has had a clean sheet in each of the matches that they have played. The team in green from Nkoko, representing the eastern region of Ghana, Nkoko Salvation Army Primary School, a school that has been in existence for over 70 years, and their alumni includes the current municipal chief executive for the area. In the quarterfinals, they defeated Amy Sakrom from the central region, who had a huge following in this stadium, and then they beat Wenchi Methodist 2-0 in the semi-final to move into the final. And at this stage, on the balance of play, they look like favorites to win this competition. But you never say never in football. Here comes Nkoko with Terrier James, who tried to square the ball into the middle for the goal scorer Felix Pepra, but the ball was then recovered by Kwabenya Atomic, who are now moving the ball deftly. Is Husseini Musa exchanging passes with Samuel Mensah. Husseini's touch when he did receive the ball was a bit heavy, and that allows Salvation Army to pick the ball from them, and they have an opportunity to initiate an attack. Kwabenya have been better in the second half, and I've had more forays into the Salvation Army half, but they are yet to create a clear chance.
You are a go down. You would want to be better. You would have to do better. You need to do better, and clearly that is what you're doing. Like you asked me, like Asamoah said, it is telling that they are playing an individualist game, which has been the problem of the Kwabenya team. If they really want to equalize, if they want to get back into the game, if they want to get their hands on the trophy, they need to play together. They need to play as a unit.
Salvation Army from Nkoko are growing in confidence. Here they come with the Abua Prince. He dribbles his way into the box. He tried to pull the trigger, but then he was put off. But still they have possession with Agambe, who hacks the ball. Tepa Felix was trying to move the ball towards the right side, but he's been robbed of possession, and here comes Atomic. Oh, they can't. So far he's been blocked.
Wow.
And unsurprisingly, he moved the ball to Mensah, who is down. Referee whistles for an infringement to Kwabenya. Atomic MA5. The culprit there was Gerald Darkun, the captain of Salvation Army. He knew exactly what he was doing.
And then you see Alfred Ade, giving him the high five, telling him you've done a very good job. That is to tell you that he believes so much in his captain, he believes so much in his players, and then they are there for each other. That is what Nkoko Salvation Army team are doing.
Well, there is a substitute for Kwabenya. Echapon Simon is out, and Owusu Emmanuel, wearing the number 13 shirt, is replacing him. So Kwabenya are ringing in the changes at this time. They don't have too many options because we have a little over 10 minutes to play, and they are ringing in the changes to try to shake things up a bit, to give themselves an opportunity of leveling up. Number 12, Enim Blessing, has come on. So it's a triple change.
Yes, it is a triple change. If you are the manager, set we are fit, you don't have a lot of time to make your decision. This is the right moment. That is the time for you to make that decision, so you can just try and then get yourself back into the game. Triple decision, it tells you that he desperately needs a goal. He wants to come back into the game and then perhaps push the game down to the wire. Let's see if the 3 substitution he's made will get him back into the game.
Well, let's see if the changes can make a difference from Kwabenya, who are attacking. But the linesman's flag is off. That wouldn't have counted. He spotted either an infringement or an offside. So there will be some reprieve for Salvation Army School from Nkoko, who still lead by a goal to nil. We played a little over 8 minutes in the second half so far. And here comes Kwabenya attacking,
looking more lively
with what was really a wayward pass. But they attempt to still recover it and turn it into a chance. Samuel Mensah was the target after initially Kwachi Theophilus tried to chase down the ball. They still have possession. And here they come, Kwabenya. Trying everything but still unable to create clear-cut scoring chances. It's a throw-in for them. Their coaches are looking on from the bench, trying to see what exactly can work for them, because everything they've tried is not working so far. Their bench has Thomas J. Aqua and Seth Riafe as their coaches, and their counterparts on the other side for Salvation Army is Prince Yao and Nana Sapon, Ankara. So the ball is still bubbling around in the Nkoko area, and the defense is showing no sign of weakness.
No, not at all, not at all. So, I mean, they are trying to protect their lead. Now they are playing a very conservative and then more relaxed game. They are in control. They are leading the game, and so you wouldn't expect them to commit more men forward. And that's exactly what they are doing.
And here they come with Kamau, who passes the ball to Derek Boateng. He tries a long one. He was trying to catch the goalkeeper off his line, although he was quite close to his line. you know, the goalkeepers are youngsters and are not that tall. Some of them cannot even touch the
Height is the
crossbar.
problem.
And he was hoping to be able to put the ball up there and catch the goalkeeper, but it went over for a goal kick.
It was a good try. It was a very good try. He had a range, but then the accuracy was really the problem in there. But then if he keeps, you know, trying balls like this, who knows? Maybe the second, the third one could actually get the goalkeeper troubled.
Kwabena Atomic Eme will get a chance to build from the back again, but it's an infringement from the throw. At this level, these players are not professionals. You can forgive them for foul throws and the lack of rigor with how they do this at this level. Kwabena have the ball back, and here they come. Oh, that will be an infringement, and the referee has rightfully whistled to for Samuel. Was moving the ball at pace. And here is a free kick taken. They don't have the numbers in the box, but they have the numbers outside the box. Here he is again, Samuel Tufo. He is the guy who pulls the string from defensive midfield. He was trying to create chances, but it didn't work out. And here comes Nkoko Salvation Army on the transition. It is Prepare again, who was the target, but this time the defense did well to shepherd him away from the ball and to give the goalkeeper the opportunity to collect the ball.
He's always been the target. He's always been that man they're always looking for. He's strong, he's bulky, he has that physique to play as that arrowhead, and that is what Nkoko Salvation Army has been doing.
And here we go again, the number 12 substitute who just came on, slotted straight into the right side of the attack. He's yet to really produce any pass of note, and we are still waiting to see whether Kwabena can create a chance. Remember, they had their first chance in the game, a one-on-one that they flopped, and they are looking for a goal desperately, but Agbozo Kane is in no mood to have his goalpost breached. He hasn't conceded, and he doesn't have the tolerance for conceding a goal in this final.
You know, the sea is just right behind the stadium. I'm sure he's actually locked his post and then, you know, gone next to the sea, and then he's left the keys into the seas, trying to tell people that he's not ready to concede in this game, he's not ready to concede in this tournament, and that is what he's done brilliantly. He's been the standout goalkeeper in the tournament so far, and today he's exhibited reasons he's become the standout goalkeeper.
They're just joining us. This is live on TV3 from the Esipon Stadium. It's the finals of the 2026 edition of the Milo Champions League. A final between the representatives from Greater Accra region. They are the Kwabena Atomic MA5 Primary School. They are down by a goal to nil against the representatives from the Eastern region, the Salvation Army Primary School from Nkoko. The Salvation Army attacking at the moment, and Kwabena will clear their lines. Kwabena. Can they create any dangerous situations or create a chance that would give them an opportunity to equalize and perhaps push this match towards penalty shootouts? Ankoma Kwashi Theophilus, the captain, is working overtime. He's dropping deep into midfield to try to create opportunities, but yet again we have another
showing signs of leadership, showing signs of that mental toughness. His team is down, he wants to get his team back into the game, and if you want to get your team back into the game, these are some of the things that you would have to do. Get yourself worked into the game, go in for the ball, so drive your team up front, and then hopefully you can just create an opportunity out of nothing and then get your team score or get your team back into the game. 1-0, they are still down.
Kwabena MA have seen a lot more of the ball in the second half, but they are yet to create good scoring opportunity. They are yet to have a shot on target in the second half, and that would delight Nkoko Salvation Army Primary School, whose defense have been a rock for them and have refused to let in any goal so far in the competition. They are comfortable to sit back and play in the transitions and try to catch Kwabena on the counter attack. And you can see them strutting the ball at the back. They are in no hurry. They are leading by a goal to nil. This is very professional because what they are doing is to keep the ball and ensuring that there are no dangerous situations for them, and in doing so also run down the time.
That is what professional players do. That is what professional.
Well, but in the process, here comes Ankoma Kwashi, but the goalkeeper Agbozo Kane sprinted out to clear the danger. The danger is not completely cleared yet. Here is Kwabena, and this is an easy shot for Agbozo Kane to collect. This is not a shot that was going to be. It was
a few ball shots. It was never going to trouble him. He had to grab the ball with both hands easily and then just balloon the ball to safety. I think Kwabena Atomic are trying to knock on the doors or try to knock at the doors of the Salvation in Koko, just to see if they can find that glimmer of hope to get them back into the game. But of course, in Koko Salvation, they've been resolute. Look at that bicycle kick there just to clear the ball. It tells you that these boys are indeed born for this, and then they are made out of champions.
We have a little 5 minutes to play. Felix Pepra, the goal scorer, is the load man up front because they trust his ability to hold on to the ball and his ability to bully the defenders. And you can see why. Because he's also showcasing the defensive qualities when he loses the ball.
Of course, I mean, it tells you that unity within the Nkoko Salvation team. We are playing for each other. We are playing for all of us. When you lose the ball, you become the first man to run and then, chase the ball and then press. That's exactly what they are doing, because the very moment you stop pressing, the very moment you don't go running after the ball, we are a man down, and then it means we'll be playing 9 against 10, and that's what they are doing so well.
If you are the coach for Kwabena and there's less than 5 minutes left and you desperately need a goal, what would you be telling the kids from the touchline?
Push men forward, leave 3 at the back, just push the rest of the guys forward. That is very telling. Now look at the spaces behind or within the team. They are not committing more men forward. And in these situations like this, it means you don't need a goal. But if you need a goal, you just have to push more men forward. Just try to take on your markers. You could just be brought down in dangerous areas, and then we can rely on the set pieces or perhaps a penalty just to bring us back into the game.
Well, Kwabena are winning the 50-50 challenges, and they are winning more of possession. But the most important thing is football is the goal. And so far, although they had a shot on target just about 2 minutes ago, they still have not been able to crack this Nkoko Salvation Army team. 5 previous teams were unable to do it. Can they reach them for the first time in the final? Well, if they have to do so, they are running out of time, and referee says no free kick. So here comes Nkoko Salvation Army, looking to release Pepra Felix, their striker. But it appears there was an infringement, and so the ball will be brought back and the play will be halted momentarily. The fans in the Ezipon Stadium are having the time of their lives. They are having a blast. They have vuvuzelas. There's music from the fancy dresses. It is a very, very distinctly tardy flavor here at the Ezipon Stadium.
This is what they came out for. They didn't just come for the finals. They didn't just come for the football, but then they came for the fun of it. They came for the fiesta aspects of the game. They came for the beautiful aspects of the game. And today, they are here in their numbers, having fun, giving us some very memorable moments. And that is what football is all about, Sammy.
Prince Yabua, jersey number 13, is replacing Tewea James for Nkoko. Hard running James Theria. He's worked his socks off today. And he would hope that now that he's off the pitch, the rest of his colleagues will be able to see through this game and take the trophy back to Nkoko. But that is if only they can prevent Kwabena Atomic Power Championship in the Dom Kwabena area for the last 4 years. This is the first time they've won the regional competition in Greater Accra region. There's nothing to be ashamed of, but I'm not sure they came here to finish in second place. They have the chance to recycle the ball. Referee has whistled for something. It looks like there's an infringement. Well, it's Felix Pepra, who seems to be in some form of agony, the striker for Nkoko. He is the guy who got the goals.
Yeah.
The goal for Nkoko in the 20th minute, the final minute of the first half. And he'll be hoping that his goal is enough to win the trophy for them.
Yeah, he's been working very hard. He's got his name on the score sheet. He's been a very prolific player for the Nkoko Salvation team. I think his absence, if he's not able to continue the game, it's going to be a big blow for the Nkoko Salvation team, because he's not just scoring, but then he's working tirelessly. He's contributing a lot to the Nkoko Salvation team. He's making them thick up front. He's contributing to defensive work. And if you have a player like that on your field, oftentimes it is a plus. If he should leave the field, I think it's going to be a blow to the Nkoko Salvation team.
We are here at the Ezipon Stadium, bringing memories of the heydays of this stadium, from which I ran commentary many times, and from its original use in the CAN 2008. The Black Stars played their preparatory games here at the Ezipon Stadium, and when the tournament started, the likes of La Côte d'Ivoire were based here. And people in Tadi, Secondary Takrady, saw a lot of great games from some of the biggest stars on the continent.
Yes, I mean, it was a very memorable moment for the people of Secondary Takrady when the AFCON 2028 was being hosted here in Secondary Takrade. There was a moment that gave the people of Secondary Takrade that opportunity to see big stars. I am reliably told that when Didier Drogba, entered the stadium and then he saw the Secondary Sports Stadium, he was like, no, this is one of the best edifices he's actually seen and then, played in. But today, what is the future of the stadium?
Well, the stadium definitely has known better days, and the hope and the expectation is that rather than allow the stadium to rot, this stadium will be properly and completely renovated. Some restoration work has been done yet, but you could say it's just about 25% of the work that has been done. You could see the MD of Nestle Ghana Limited, Salome Azevedo, and her staff intensely following proceedings on the field of play, and so are the officials from Ghana Education Service and the Ministry of Education. This is the apogee and the zenith of grassroots football in the country, and it's a collaboration between the Ghana Education Service, Corporate Ghana in the shape of Nestle Ghana Limited through the brand Milo, and several other collaborators who have made this possible. We are into the final minutes of this game with Salvation Army from Nkoko in the Eastern region, still leading by a goal to nil, and on the precipice of being declared as the champions of the 2026 edition of the Milo Champions League. Kwabenya Atomic MA5 Primary School have huffed and puffed in this second half. They have had a shot on target, but they have been able to breach this Jericho wall of a defense that Nkoko Salvation Army Primary School have mounted.
If there's going to be a miracle, Kwabenya Atomic will be hoping for. They should be hoping for that miracle that happened to Liverpool at Istanbul. They should be hoping for that miracle that AS Roma, happened to them against FC Barcelona.
Well, here comes Nkoko, and they have scored the second goal. It's 2-0, and this match is effectively over.
Game over. Game over, Sammy. Game over. Game over. Look at that technique. Look at that brilliance. Look at how he chipped the ball past the goalkeeper, and then the ball just defined itself at the back of the twine. Salvation 2, Atomic MA 0. And like you said, at this point, I think it is game over. It is game over. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
Kwabenya MA5 Primary School from Atomic were caught napping. Immediately after the injury, they were reorganizing themselves. And then Simon, who is the substitute who came on, was slipped through. And that chip was a death chip. It's the sort of things that you see at the highest level of football. And this is amazing skills. It's all over here at the Esipon Stadium. We have new. From Nkoko in the Eastern region. Kwabenya Primary School from the Greater Accra region by 2 goals to nil.
Brilliant game, Sammy. Brilliant game, Sammy. They came into the tournament wanting to win the tournament, and now they have their hands on the trophy. They are actually going back to the Eastern region with the trophy. This is the very first time a team from the Eastern region has won the Milo Championship. It tells you that they really had to work for it. Look at the tears, look at the disappointment, and then look at the sorrow from the Atomic MA team. They would have to go and then come back, and then perhaps maybe a team from the Greater Accra team can win. But for now, it is all Nkoko Salvation. They are champions. They are the new winners.
Thanks for joining our coverage on TV3. If you are watching us, then you are watching history being made by Salvation Army Primary School from Nkoko in the Eastern region. And then you are also watching the future of Ghana football being exhibited at the Milo Under-13 Champions League here at the Esipon Stadium in Secondary Takrade. The tears of youth. These players from Kwabenya MA5 Primary School, Atomic MA5 Primary School from the Greater Accra region are inconsolable. They came in to win, but Salvation Army Primary School from Nkoko have been imperious. They have set all kinds of records. They have won this competition without conceding a single goal.
That is a very great record. That is a very great record from Nkoko Salvation. They started the tournament without conceding a goal. Now they play from the very first game of the tournament to the finals, and then in the finals they also won by 2 goals to 0. I tell you that these guys these young boys, these rising stars, play with a lot of confidence, a lot of resilience. And today, whatever thing they've been working for the very first day has actually yielded results for them. Congratulations to Nkoko Salvation Army. What a team they are. What a tournament they've had.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining us, this is a coverage of the finals of the 2026 edition of the Milo Champions League, hosted this year at the Esipon Stadium in the Western region. And we have a new champion, the 7th champion of the Milo Champions League, and it's Nkoko Salvation Army Primary School. The representatives from the Eastern region, they have edged the 15 other schools that competed, and they have joined the ranks of the schools that have won this competition in the last few years. 2025 at Droban Roman Catholic Basic School, and then Amway Methodist Primary School, who won it previously, Redeemed DA Primary School from the Volta region, the Paul Methodist Primary School from the Eastern region. So they become the second school from the Eastern region to win this trophy.
Great. The second school, thanks for the correction. They become the second school from the Eastern region to win this particular competition. It tells you that the talents from the Eastern region ought to be paid attention to. It tells you that that particular side of football needs a proper attention, and for what they've done today,
contrast the scenes. The Eastern regional team, they've come to serenade Stephen Appiah and Asamoah where their songs and a celebration, and then Kwabenya Atomic MA Primary School coaches doing all they can to console these young people who are broken-hearted because of the outcome of this game. But we can say without fear or favor that the best team won.
Of course, it was very evident right from the blast of the whistle. It was Nkoko Salvation Army that made their intentions clear. They made their thoughts very clear that they really wanted this more than Kwabenya Atomic, and then they actually exhibited that by winning the game by 2-0. Now the serenade we see, I'm sure it is to tell Asamoah and then Stephen Appiah a big thank you. You walked into the dressing room, you spoke words of encouragement to these kids, and then the boys just walked onto the field, and then they lived by your words. What a moment it is for these kids.
If you're watching us from the Eastern region, congratulations to you. Your school is the new champion at under 13 level at the Milo Champions League. If you are watching particularly from Nkoko, well, it's time to hit the streets and start celebrating, because the Salvation Army Primary School from Nkoko has made the Eastern region and indeed Nkoko proud. They have come and they have edged 15 schools from 15 other regions to win this trophy. It's a big day for Kwewumai, it's a big day for Nkoko, and indeed it's a big day for Salvation Army Primary School, and a big day for these individual players. They showed everything. They showed defensive resilience, they showed grit, they showed determination, they showed control, and the goals they scored were all exquisite goals.
If you want to be a champion, these are the attributes, these are the things that you need to be showing, and then that's exactly what they did. They showed all of the adjectives and then the attributes that you mentioned, and now today they are winners. But then if you are a team, or if you are watching us from the Greater Accra, I'm sorry, you'd have to go into your washroom, get some tissues, and then be wiping your tears.
Well, I still have to say though that Atomic MA Primary School from Kwabenya have made history, because no team from the Greater Accra region had ever advanced this far in the competition. So they are the first team to come this far. Of course, it's no consolation, but here we say that all these youngsters are champions, because the Milo brand builds champions, and this competition builds champions. They will learn from having to lose games. It will happen several times, but I'm sure they would always remember when they lost the Milo Championship final and how they bounced back. So this is the final live here on TV3. We will be back with a trophy presentation ceremony and the presentation of the individual prizes to the excellence and the talents that have been on display here. Thanks very much for joining us. And don't go away, stay with us for the trophy ceremony here at the Under 13 Milo Champions League Finals 2026 edition, live from the Esipon Stadium here in Sekondi Takoradi. We'll be back shortly, don't go away, stay with us.
After weeks of fun, laughter, and amazing performances, 5 incredible stars have made it to the grand finale of Talenta Care Season 17. Queen Dessa, the little queen with the golden voice that melts hearts every time she sings.
Now that I escape, sleep, walk her away. Those who can relate.
DJ Zim, the young master of the turntables, bringing beats that make everyone move and groove. To Alicia, a powerful young voice using beautiful words to tell stories that touch our hearts.
The flash of mighty, the swing in my waist.
Eno the poet, bold, confident and full of wisdom, speaking truth and inspiration beyond these years.
But I still feel the weight of her absence.
Jasper Blue, full of energy and magic, lighten up the stage with jaw-dropping dance moves. These amazing kids have given it their all, and now it comes down to one unforgettable night. Join us at the National Theatre on April 26th at 3 p.m. Tickets are just 50 Ghana cedis, available at the TV3 premises. You can also vote by dialing *713*13# or download the MG Reality app to vote.
Talented Kids Season 17. Powered by Indomie. Tastes great.
Sponsored by Flora Tissues, Top Choco,
Gino Jollof Mix,
Didi Shito,
Fratelli Calipo,
Nero Prime Water,
Coco Plus, CTIW Foundation,
Kel Kids Toothpaste.
After weeks of fun, laughter, and amazing performances, 5 incredible stars have made it to the grand finale of Talented Kids Season 17. Queen Dessa, the little queen with the golden voice that melts hearts every time she sings.
Now that I escape, sleep, walk away. Those who can relate.
DJ Zim, the young master of the turntables, bringing beats that make everyone move and groove. To Alicia, a powerful young voice using beautiful words to tell stories that touch our hearts.
The flash of mighty, the swing in my waist.
Eno the poet, bold, confident and full of wisdom, speaking truth and inspiration beyond these years.
But I still feel the weight of her absence.
Jasper Blue, full of energy and magic, lighten up the stage with jaw-dropping dance moves. These amazing kids have given it their all, and now it comes down to one unforgettable night. Join us at the National Theatre on April 26th at 3 p.m. Tickets are just 50 Ghana cedis, available at the TV3 premises. You can also vote by dialing *713*13# or download the MG Reality app to vote.
Talented Kids Season 17. Powered by Indomie. Tastes great.
Sponsored by Flora Tissues, Top Choco,
Gino Jollof Mix,
Didi Shito,
Fratelli Calipo,
Nero Prime Water,
Coco Plus, CTIW Foundation,
Kel Kids Toothpaste.
After weeks of fun, laughter, and amazing...
15 shows every Sunday at 8 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by Enapa Foods, Heaven Insecticide Spray and Coil. Obuasibites, Numna Wumwankasa.
Gold Board Jewelry. My life insurance.
In a world where love was found and hearts were broken, they came with hope, they left with memories. Some found love, others found lessons. But what happens when the story isn't over? This season, the stage reopens, not for a second chance, but for the truth. Secrets will be revealed, and emotions, they won't be hidden this time. In this reunion, closure is not guaranteed. Join us on Sunday, 26th April, 8 p.m. at TV3 premises, Studio B. Audience must be seated at 7 p.m.
Date Rush Season 15 shows every Sunday at 8 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by Enapa Foods, Heaven Insecticide Spray and Coil. Obuasibites, Numna Wumwankasa.
Gold Board Jewelry. My life insurance.
In a world where love was found and hearts were broken, they came with hope, they left with memories. Some found love, others found lessons. But what happens when the story isn't over? This season, the stage reopens, not for a second chance, but for the truth. Secrets will be revealed, and emotions, they won't be hidden this time. In this reunion, closure is not guaranteed. Join us on Sunday, 26th April, 8 p.m. at TV3 premises, Studio B. Audience must be seated at 7 p.m.
Date Rush Season 15 shows every Sunday at 8 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by Enapa Foods, Heaven Insecticide Spray and Coil. Obuasibites, Numna Wumwankasa.
Gold Board Jewelry. My life insurance.
In a world where love was found and hearts were broken, they came with hope, they left with memories. Some found love, others found lessons. But what happens when the story isn't over? This season, the stage reopens, not for a second chance, but for the truth. Secrets will be revealed, and emotions, they won't be hidden this time. In this reunion, closure is not guaranteed. Join us on Sunday, 26th April, 8 p.m. at TV3 premises, Studio B. Audience must be seated at 7 p.m.
Date Rush Season 15 shows every Sunday at 8 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by Enapa Foods, Heaven Insecticide Spray and Coil. Obuasibites, Numna Wumwankasa.
Gold Board Jewelry. My life insurance.
In a world where love was found and hearts were broken, they came with hope, they left with memories. Some found love, others found lessons. But what happens when the story isn't over? This season, the stage reopens, not for a second chance, but for the truth. Secrets will be revealed, and emotions, they won't be hidden this time. In this reunion, closure is not guaranteed. Join us on Sunday, 26th April, 8 p.m. at TV3 premises, Studio B. Audience must be seated at 7 p.m.
Date Rush Season 15 shows every Sunday at 8 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by Enapa Foods, Heaven Insecticide Spray and Coil. Obuasibites, Numna Wumwankasa.
Gold Board Jewelry. My life insurance.
In a world where love was found and hearts were broken, they came with hope, they left with memories. Some found love, others found lessons. But what happens when the story isn't over? This season, the stage reopens, not for a second chance, but for the truth. Secrets will be revealed, and emotions, they won't be hidden this time. In this reunion, closure is not guaranteed. Join us on Sunday, 26th April, 8 p.m. at TV3 premises, Studio B. Audience must be seated at 7 p.m.
Date Rush Season 15 shows every Sunday at 8 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by Enapa Foods, Heaven Insecticide Spray and Coil.
Obwasibites numna wumwankasa.
Gold Board Jewelry.
My life insurance.
After weeks of fun, laughter, and amazing performances, 5 incredible stars have made it to the grand finale of Talented Kids Season 17. Queen Dessa, the little queen with the golden voice that melts hearts every time she sings.
Now that I escape, sleep, walk her away. Those who can relate, no.
DJ Zim, the young master of the turntables, bringing beats that make everyone move and groove.
How many times did I write to me?
To Alicia, a powerful young voice using beautiful words to tell stories that touch our hearts.
The flash of mighty. The swing in my waist.
Eno the poet, bold, confident, and full of wisdom, speaking truth and inspiration beyond these years.
But I still feel the weight of her absence.
Jasper Blue, full of energy and magic, lighten up the stage with jaw-dropping dance moves. These amazing kids have given it their all, and now it comes down to one unforgettable night. Join us at the National Theatre on April 26th at 3 p.m. Tickets are just 50 Ghana cedis, available at the TV3 premises. You can also vote by dialing *713*13# or download the MG Reality app to vote.
Talented Kids Season 17. Powered by Indomie. Tastes great.
Sponsored by Flora Tissues, Top Choco,
Gino Jollof Mix,
Didi Shito,
Fratelli Calipo,
Nero Prime Water,
Coco Plus, CTIW Foundation,
Kel Kids Toothpaste.
After weeks of fun, laughter, and amazing performances, 5 incredible stars have made it to the grand finale of Talented Kids Season 17. Queen Dessa, the little queen with the golden voice that melts hearts every time she sings.
Now that I escape, sleep, walk her away. Those who can relate, no.
DJ Zim, the young master of the turntables, bringing beats that make everyone move and groove.
How many times did I write to me?
To Alicia, a powerful young voice using beautiful words to tell stories that touch our hearts.
The flash of mighty. The swing in my waist.
Eno the poet, bold, confident, and full of wisdom, speaking truth and inspiration beyond these years.
But I still feel the weight of her absence.
Jasper Blue, full of energy and magic, lighten up the stage with jaw-dropping dance moves. These amazing kids have given it their all, and now it comes down to one unforgettable night. Join us at the National Theatre on April 26th at 3 p.m. Tickets are just 50 Ghana cedis, available at the TV3 premises. You can also vote by dialing *713*13# or download the MG Reality app to vote.
Talented Kids Season 17. Powered by Indomie. Tastes great.
Sponsored by Flora Tissues.
A big round. And now we invite the following people to help us with our presentation. We have Pepita Sribo from Vika, Mr. Joseph Akumeni, and then so invite Mr. Kwesi Dabot to join us here, Mr. Prince Owusu to also join us here, Mr. Michael Intobaye, who technical coordinator, please join us here. GFA represent Simon, please join us here. Matt Archery, in charge of calling, join us here. And then, last but not least, Kwabena Adapa from Nutrition. Please join us here for the presentation. And we also invite Mr. Emmanuel Schumann, Regional Director of Education, to join us.
All right, before we do the medal presentation, we have to give the individual prizes. And we'll start with fair play. Yeah. So we invite Madame Deborah Kobler from Nestle to help us with a presentation of the Fair Play Trophy. Of the Fair Play Trophy. Madame Deborah Kobler, please help us with a presentation of the Fair Play Trophy. Hi, the brutal. And here you have the individual trophies that have been brought. And the Fair Play Trophy goes to Kwabenya Atomic Basic School from the Greater Accra region. Let's give them a big round of applause. The Fair Play Trophy goes to Kwabenya Atomic Basic School. Can we have the captain of Kwabenya Atomic Basic School come over and claim the Fair Play Trophy on behalf of the Greater Accra representatives? Kwabenya Atomic, winners of the Fair Play Trophy. They are crestfallen, they are disappointed, but all is not lost. The losing is part of the learning. Let's give them a big round of applause. Fair Play Trophy goes to Kwabenya Atomic MA Basic School from the Greater Accra region. And there he comes. He's still in tears. Shall we encourage them? Shall we encourage them? He's so disappointed. Orisu still, but we have to encourage them. Let us clap for them and encourage these young people. You are still a champion. The next award that we are going to present is the award for the best goalkeeper. The award for the best goalkeeper. And I'll invite Mr. Stephen Owusu from the Ministry of Education to join us here. Mr. Stephen Owusu, if you are here, please come and do the presentation for us. Mr. Stephen Owusu, let's welcome him with a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, there were many goalkeepers in this competition, but only one goalkeeper had no ties. From Nkoko Salvation Army, King Akboso. He went through the whole tournament, he didn't concede even one goal from open play. Let's give it up, let's give it up, let's give it up, let's give it up for him. King Akboso. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up, let's give it up, let's give it up for King Akboso. King Akboso. This is a name that you should be on the watch out for. You should look out for this guy. You should watch out for him. And ladies and gentlemen, now we will present the trophy for the Goal King. The Goal King. And it is only appropriate that I invite Ghana's all-time goal king in the national team jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the baby jet himself, Asamoah Gyan. I think I can call this award the Baby Jet Award. Baby Jet Award. Baby Jet Award. With 5 goals, ladies and gentlemen, James K. Teria from Nkoko Salvation Army Primary School. He is the goal king, the top scorer.
the man with the golden boots, the man with the scoring touch. 5 goals in 6 games. Congratulations to James. A proud moment with the Baby Jets. Golden Boot winner, top scorer, goal king, no size, James Gateria. Now, ladies and gentlemen, out of the hundreds of players who played, who stood out as the best of the best, it's time to present the Best Player Award, and I will invite El Capitano himself, Steven Tornado Apia. Stephen is here. Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 days of competition, the overall best player, undisputed, one of a kind, is from Nkoko Salvation Army Primary School. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Hassan Kamal. Hassan Kamal. Hassan Kamal. Wow. Oh, you can do better for him. Let's clap for him. Big round of applause for Hassan Kamal. He's the numero uno, and he's going to receive his prize from Ghana's numero uno captain, Stephen Apia. Hassan Kamal. And now he will receive his prize as the best player in this competition. You have to watch out for this name, Kamal Hassan. He's a maestro, even at this stage, at the 30 level. Thank you very much, El Capitano, Stephen Apia. And now we'll go to the team presentations, and I'd like to invite Chimatara, Supply Chain Manager, to join us here for the presentation. Please come. Chimatara, please join us here. And the team that won bronze for finishing third, they beat Weichi Methodist Primary School 3-2 on penalty shootouts. So I invite the following people to come. From Lucky Bazaar, we have Mrs. Pepita Srebo. Please join us upstage for the presentation of the medals. From Vikandi, we have Joseph Akumenin. Please join up upstage for the presentation of the medals. Mr. Kwesi Dabo, please join us as well. Prince Owusu, please join us. And then Michael Into, our technical coordinator, please join us. Simon, representative from the Ghana Football Association, please join us. Mark Ochery, culinary, please join us here. And Pabna Adapa from nutrition, please join us upstage. We have so many medals to present, we need your hands. In third place, ladies and gentlemen, let's clap and receive them with a resounding sound of applause. The representatives from Denchemuase, here they come. Denchemuase Roman Catholic. They beat Weichi Primary School in the third place. You can now go for your medals. Let's welcome them with a big round of applause as they come. Ladies and gentlemen, shall we welcome them with a big round of applause? They finished third among 16 schools and gave us some unforgettable performances. The Chaboesie Roman Catholic Primary School. And now, presentation for the silver medal. Please remain. Our presenters, please remain. A big round of applause for the Chemunesie Roman Catholic Primary School. And now for the silver medal presentation from the Greater Accra region. Kwabena Atomic Basic 5 Primary School. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome them with a big round of applause and appreciate their efforts. And here they are receiving their medals. They lost the finals painfully by 2 goals to 0, but indeed the better team on the day scored those 2 goals and won. And they are crestfallen and they are disappointed, but they'll learn from their defeat and they'll bounce back. They've already made history. This is the first time in the history of the competition that Greater Accra has made it to the grand finale. And they are the ones who have made that history. So ladies and gentlemen, let's clap for them. In second place, they are the first runners up. Kwabena Atomic MA 5 Basic School. Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you very much. And now we are ready. We are ready for the gold medal presentation. And to help us with this presentation, we will be joined by Nestle Ghana's CEO, Madame Salome Azevedo. And then also we have the Esipon Hene and his delegation. Nana Kofi is here with us. Please, let's show some respect and start clapping for Nana as he comes. The Western Regional Director of Education is also here. As they prepare for the presentation. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we have to stand up for the champions. The champions of the 2026 edition of the Milo Champions League from Nkoko in the Eastern Region. Salvation Army School! Champions! 2026 champions! 2026 champions! Gold medal winners! Champions 2026! Gold medal winners! Stand up for the champions! Stand up for the champions! Stand up for the champions! And give them a big round of applause.
Number 1 and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, though I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, stand up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are building champions. We are raising champions from Ghana to the world. The next generation of champions and our proud winners. So I present to you the trophy, and MD Salome Azevedo will pick the trophy. I can see Marion pointing to the trophy, and Myron will accompany Madame Salome, who will take the trophy onto the champions podium and share it with Nana, who is here with us today, Esipon Hene. And then they will in turn present it to Salvation Army Primary School from Nkoko in the Eastern Region. What a beautiful occasion. This is how dreams come true. The glittering trophy in a very busy and highly anticipated football year. They are the symbolic champions. They are symbolic champions because this is a special World Cup year. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the champions of the 2026 Milo U13 Championship, Salvation Army Primary School from Nkoko in the Eastern Region.
Stand up.
Congratulations.
Stand up
Fantastic. And then in Koko, they said,
for champions.
the Eastern region and in Koko are proud of you, young boys, for your determination, for your grit, for your diligence, for your fighting spirit, and your football skills. You are the champions, the 2026 champions in the Milo Champions League.
Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just like that's how it is. Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. But I have vision, can't you see? I'm on the move, make stand up.
It's good to have football back at the AC Park Stadium. What a wonderful atmosphere. Our thanks to Nestle Milo, our thanks to Nestle Ghana Limited, our thanks to the Ghana Education Service, the Ministry of Education, and all our collaborators and supporters. You've been watching this match live on TV3 across the country. Our congratulations to Salvation Army Primary School. Thank you very much for joining us here live from the AC Pons Sports Stadium for this wonderful finale. All right, before we leave here, we have to hear from our beloved sponsors, Nestle Milo. And I have here Salome Azevedo, who is the Managing Director for Nestle Milo. How has it been over the last few days?
Well, it's been amazing. The energy is electrifying. I want to say thank you to my team that organized really a beautiful event, but more importantly has been working for months to give every single region and school a chance to participate today. I'm so excited for the children that are here today with us and that can have such a big future ahead of them. I can't wait to see where they're going.
You must be proud of what you've been able to accomplish in this competition. We've spoken about how the brand stands for perseverance, determination, and all those qualities. Did you see those qualities whilst you watched those games today?
I think we all saw, right? I think we all did. The kids were unbelievable, professional. I mean, what an amazing performance. I couldn't believe. Okay, the second goal was easy. But then it was a battle till the end. It was amazing. And they did, and they've displayed the teamwork, the discipline. You can see them trying. That's how committed they are. They will take this for life.
Just finally, the obvious question people will ask is 7 years of the Milo Champions League. What more should people expect?
We do have more surprises this year, but you're going to have to stay tuned. I can't say more.
Well, there you have it from the Managing Director of Nestle Ghana Limited. He says they do have more surprises, and so I can't wait to know what they have up their sleeves. And I have here with me Debbie. Debbie, you also work with Nestle Ghana Limited. You have been a part of this event. You have been a part of all those other Nestle Milo events. What is your evaluation of what has happened here at the Esipon Stadium over the last 4 days?
This is actually, I don't know what word you use, but this is very, I'm lost of words. Because this platform is an unbelievable platform created for young people to express themselves and to bring their talent to life. And what we have witnessed today at the Esipon is simply phenomenal.
Is it fair to say that this is what keeps Nestle and Milo particularly coming back?
Look, for us, the impact we make in the lives of people is what drives our brand. And what we call creating shared value is simply create value for the community, create value for the brand, create value for the business. And today we've brought it to life. We've created value for these young people. Milo, we've created value for Milo. But more importantly, they have been given the platform to express themselves in the way that is magical. I'm so excited.
Thank you very much. And that shared value is felt within the football community here in Ghana, because which other platform would show us so much talent, would showcase so much talent? You're over the moon, aren't you?
Yes. It's exciting. I think this is testament to what the brand stands for. Most importantly, I want to thank the community of Sekondi for opening their home and the doors to us. It's been nothing short of brilliance, but I'm happy the kids are happy, and we see what the brand really stands for exhibited here on the field.
So much talent, but then the other thing that has happened is that Sekondi has staked its claim for permanently hosting this event, or at least getting another opportunity next year. I know the Kumasi people will not like it.
So apparently here in Sekondi, there's a saying that goes like, "Onye kopa onye Milo and kamanto kopo," and I think it's a powerful brand statement that it's just a reflection of how the people of Takoradi value the brand Milo. And I'll take this opportunity to say thank you once again for really supporting the brand. We are here because of our lovely consumers, and my word to everyone there is that keep consuming your cup of Milo every day, anytime.
What should we expect next year?
Okay, so I'm hearing that in Kumasi was big. I just heard through the grapevine that Sekondi is on another level. I can only imagine what next year is about. As we speak, I hear coordinators and MPs negotiating for hosting the next.
I know you. You're a crazy guy. You're probably thinking of something crazy.
Yes.
Well, so let me let you go, because the icons are here. Asa, and then Steve will be joining us as well for the discussion. But Asamoah came on board this year. We launched this event a little over a week ago. You said you had high expectations for the talents that will be on display and the outcome of this tournament. Has this competition met your expectation as a brand ambassador?
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to thank Milo for organizing this great tournament. I'm happy to be part of this event. My expectations was high, and this is beyond my expectations. So everything went well, organization, production, everything went well. The kids also played their hearts out. Everything ended successfully, no violence, no injuries. Everything ended well. So I'm very, very happy to be part of it, and I can't wait for the next year.
Charlie, you saw they go in the final, the chip, Ewole Monko.
This is Ewole Monko goal. A young boy at that age scoring that goal means they have a bright future. So we have to just support them and then keep praying for them. Their parents will be proud of them. So in the near future, we might have the Asamoah Gyan and the Stevie Appiahs and everybody who has been a Milo product in this kind of tournament. So kudos to them, and I wish them well.
Kudos to you. Day one, you came, you showed them the skills, and then you came to encourage them today. Charlie, you saw the top scorer. I'm sure we are going to have a new Asamoah Gyan one of these days.
Yeah. Not everybody will get to that level. So we pray we can see a lot of these boys achieving their dreams in the near future.
But the next step matters, doesn't it?
That is the next step. The next step, everything will depend on them. They have the exposure and everything, and the rest is on them. How they will dedicate themselves and then stay humble and then play as a team, and then we see what happens in the future.
Thank you very much. Asamoah Gyan, let me just say, Sam is also here. He was in the ESCO of the Ghana Football Association. You've been involved in coach football and all of that. Now that we are done, from a football perspective, football administration perspective, what should happen next?
Milo should take this case, and Milo should make sure that they will go to the top, because the quality we saw with the boys, man, if we guide them and we give them the right support, we are going to get the next, even not the same as Asamoah, at least some talents that will be closer to the Asamoah Gyans and the Stephen Appiahs and all the legends we have in this country. This is quality, and I want to thank Milo for doing this, and I want to pray to Milo that don't stop doing this and do more of it. God will bless you, because we know what you've done for the years. I remember those days when we were all doing coach, we got Milo coach. It's super, and I love this. I love it.
Samia Nimado, thank you very much. And that is how we draw curtains live on TV3 as far as this event is concerned. The 2026 edition of the Milo Champions League has come to an end here at the Esipon Sports Stadium in Sekondi. The winners, the new winners from the Eastern region of Ghana, Salvation Army Primary School from Nkoko, in the Eastern region, with Greater Accra's own Kwabenya Atomic MA Primary School coming second, and Denche Mwesie Roman Catholic Primary School coming third. But we know all the 16 teams from all the 16 regions that participated in this competition are winners, and now we have to nurture these players. We are building champions, but these boys need to go through the processes of becoming champions and becoming talents that will serve Ghana well in international tournaments. So from the SC Pond Stadium, live here in Sekondi, thank you very much for joining TV3's live coverage of the 2026 edition of the Milo Champions League. See you next year.